everybody? It's your boy Big Kev here with another video. And man, I don't know, man. I'm feeling all right today. I hope you guys are feeling great. Hope you're still staying immersed in positivity, and I hope you are finding more and more peace in your day-to-day lives, and that your realities are beginning to change on a more day-to-day basis. But anyway, today, what we're going to talk about, I find that it's probably imperative to discuss distractions. Man. Well, I guess since I got it now, just know it ain't breast, so just get over it, you know. Anyway, distractions. And it's so funny, man. I find that some of the conversations that are had in my environment, in my work environment especially, some of the stuff that people talk about, excuse me, sleep is coming on. But anyway, some of the conversations are like people busy themselves with stuff, and they spend so much time gaining knowledge on foolishness. They know all the stats to all the football players, and they discuss and debate and argue. And I just sit back and assess and just analyze, like, why do you busy yourselves? Oh, CERN is over there smashing atoms. They're trying to find black matter, and they're trying to break through a dimension, and we ought to do something about it. Why? They're getting ready for World War II and such and such. Oh, no, World War II. They're getting ready for World War III and such and such and such, and they're doing this and they're doing that. And I'm just like, but what does that matter to you? Why? Why trouble yourself over it? Well, they have a secret society, and these secret dark societies, lizard people, and they got tunnels through the earth, and the earth is flat, and the earth is round, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, why? Why trouble yourself over things that you have no power and no control to change any of it? So why trouble yourself? Why lose peace? A little pointer. This video is going to be very short, but a little pointer here. If you want more peace in your life and less stress, I tell you this: take the should I give a fuck test. Take that test from me. So, what you ask yourself when there's something knocking at your door, trying to rob you of your peace and your joy. Say today it's CERN. Somebody's they could be knocking at your door through your email, through your Instagram, through your Facebook feed, and something comes knocking at the door of your emotional exchange door, and they come a rapping, and they, hey, you know, President Biden is secretly selling more arms to this and that. Should I even give a fuck about this? Sure, I can get mad, and it can be something else I can debate at work with other people at work who want to talk politics and this, that, and other. But should I really give a fuck about this? Does it have anything to do? No. Do I have the power to change anything that is knocking at my door, trying to exchange some of my focus, which equates to my energy from me? If it's something that I can't physically control or change, in this world that's going on right now, they're dumping stuff into the ocean. It's getting mercury into the fish, and we ought to do something. What can I do about that? If I can't do anything about it, I need to continue focusing on my journey and let the shit fly. Why? Because the more shits that I give a fuck about, it takes away from more mental space where I could be focusing on me, focusing on what matters most to me, focusing on what makes me happy. When I cloud the rest of my mind space with other shit that I can't even control, I can't change, I can't do anything to go fix this, that, and other, so that CERN can't smash atoms, and so that Russia can't go to war with this person, and so secret societies can't function. If I can't do anything on my end to vote on it, to make it just automatically change and be abolished, then why give a fuck? Why let it steal my joy? Why be at work debating with people about they shake their head when they get to start talking politics. You don't know what you're talking about. Biden is trying to help us. Biden is selling out. Politics and the Democrats are all the same. Republicans are the... It's like, why? Jeez, you guys. The distractions are just mounting, and some of us get just swept away in a sea of, in a swirl of really just bullshit that they keep swirling around and regurgitating the same things to keep us distracted. They don't ever want us to realize the true potential and power we have in us. Individually, first, then collectively as a people. If they keep us divided and fighting against each other, then they win. You know, they keep us working in their slave fields. They keep us funding their different agendas because we're all against each other, Democrat, Republican, this, that, and the other, or, you know, abortion, pro-abortion, they're against abortion, they got homosexuality, we're against LGBT or we're for it. It's like we keep dividing these people, we win. But the moment they put their differences aside and say, hey man, we're all the same. Who gives a damn who you're sleeping with? Who gives a damn what you support? And as far as, I don't care. We don't care about that. What we care about is being free. What we care about is when we come together, we have the power to change everything on this planet. Because honestly, the countries, the land is only being governed by a small few people that have learned how to manipulate and pretty much just mastermind all of us and program all of us. But if all of us turned off the programming, it's almost scary. It's like withdrawal, like symptoms. Like, you know, when I don't watch TV and I don't get on Facebook, I don't get on Instagram, and I just start getting to know and hear my own voice. I get so tripped out by hearing my own higher consciousness. I'm like, oh, I got to turn on something. I got to watch some YouTube. I got to watch some Instagram and see somebody shaking some fake plastic again. I got to reprogram the stuff that I'm so comfortable with because I'm not comfortable hearing the voice in my own head talk to me. Really, man. They pay so much to keep you distracted. So much to keep us constantly buying their products so that their companies get richer, so they keep their commercials. They pay millions of dollars for these commercial spots, you guys. And it's for reasons to keep us distracted, keep us buying, keep us working, because the more you buy, the more you got to work to be able to fund these things that they're pitching to us and saying that we need. When you allow yourself to get distracted, it's almost like allowing the current of bullshit to sweep you away. You have to allow yourself to be swept away. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you are at peace and when you are focusing on your own self, it's like you're safely along the riverbanks, just, you know, watching the waters. And unfortunately, you can watch peacefully, but you see this people swirling back and forth in the waters, already swept away with the different lies and deceptions that this system puts us through daily. They constantly pitch us this stuff, and you can see the multitude of people swept away. And if you focus on the people being swept away and the lies and deception so much, pretty soon you find that you're knee deep in the water yourself. And as you turn around and start looking back to where you had peace of mind and where you had this, that, and other, you keep getting the current events. The current events keep sweeping you out further and further and further. Before you know it, you're along with everybody else being swept away with the lies and the deceit, and you're debating back and forth. Biden is this, well, Kamala Harris is this, and we need water, and the asteroids, and the sunburst, and flat Earth, round Earth. You're swept away, man. You're lost in the sauce, man. You're lost out at sea, and you've allowed yourself to be swept away. Great thing is you can recover yourself. There's always our ancestors, our spirit guides, angels, whatever you want to call it, your higher self. is always riding on the sea of bullshit with a life jacket and a little, you know what I'm saying, a little boat trying to pull you in. And the moment you can think higher than the bullshit and see higher than the bullshit that's swirling all around us, and you think higher for yourself, the moment you can come from drowning all in this bullshit and put your hand up and be recovered. And it's a beautiful experience, man. To see the deception from the other side. Like, it's hard to see it when you're drowning in it. It's hard to see what you're drowning in. Wow. And there's so many predators that are in that swirling shit. There's sharks. There's all kind of different things lurking in the shit that wants to take you down. Like the people that are swirling around at the top, being swept away with the current events. There's sharks underneath that water that want to come and take you out. And the longer you stay dabbling in the water, well, the water isn't bad. It's okay. We're just talking about Democrats or Republicans. We're just debating pro-life or abortion or this, that, no. We're just debating the normal. Then the next thing you know, here comes the big shit, the coronavirus things that come like a damn great white and grab people and take them out, completely out, because you're swept up in the sauce. Yes, give me a second vaccine. Give me a booster. Give me this. Give me that. And you're all up in the sauce, not realizing it's a predator that's then got to your ass and is about to take you out. Look how many people died as a result of those damn things. Look how many people are already signing up for vaccines for monkeypox, and you're lost in the sauce, man. You're lost. But like I said, our ancestors, the spirit guides, the higher self, God, the Holy Ghost is always riding on the on that current above it all, like you seen Christ Jesus walking in above the waters in the midst of the storm, reaching down, able to pull those out who have the sense enough to be able to cry out. I don't want to be in this bullshit anymore. I don't want to be deceived. I don't want to be distracted anymore by this bullshit. I want to be above this. I want peace. I want peace. Some of us have never experienced a day of peace. We don't know what it looks like. So we don't know how to ask for it when we're experiencing hell and swirling around in hell all of our lives. We don't even know what to ask for. We just sometimes just ask for a better version of hell, because we haven't been taught to dream of anything better. A Wakanda, you know what I'm saying, for us. We haven't thought, you know what I'm saying, but Disney has to show us that shit first before we would even think better for ourselves. We're like, whoa. That's why it's so alluring to us with the vision that they show us, because we don't have enough sense to think for ourselves something that could be so magical and so beautiful for ourselves. Because when we start thinking of it for ourselves, the limitations are put off. They show us the extent of what their minds can imagine for us as a people. But there's limits to that, because not at any point do they want to show that a Wakanda can be the greatest country in the world. No. You can't be greater than America. You can't be greater than Captain America. You can be as good or beneath, but you'll never outshine an Iron Man or Captain America in the MCU from our perspective. But we want to program you with our perspective so that you will in turn not ever seek to go beyond the limitations that we set on you as a people. You can go this far, you can be a Black Panther, but eventually you're gonna die. And these will be the only ones that succeed and have, you know, in this. Whew, you guys, it's programming, man. And I know Iron Man died too as well, but the Iron Man champion is still walking around. Tony Stark is still walking around. You get what I'm saying? He's still around, but Chadwick Boseman isn't. And we already know about the Messiah complex, you know what I'm saying? What this nation fears of an uprising, so they constantly have to keep striking the shepherd, you know, so to say. That you get so high and then they strike them down so that they continue to instill that fear of uprising, you know, knocking that up out of us. But anyway, Distractions, you guys. When we allow ourselves to be distracted, we lose focus of the main character in our story, and that's us. We are the main characters, not Russia versus Ukraine, not North Korea, not Thailand, not China, not Japan, not Uganda, not even America, not patriotism, not Canada, not the wall being built, not the solar flares, none of those things. You are the star of your own show. You. Don't be ashamed to admit that. This is all about me. Why would I be here and live somebody else's experience, somebody else's projected idea for me? I'm being distracted from the main character, which is me. What type of experience, what type of existence, what type of reality do I want for me? Should be your main question. Should be your main focus, should be your main drive. Your main passion is to know and experience that. What do I want for me in this life? What kind of great things can I see in my mind's eye for me? And when you focus on that more day to day, you'll stop wanting to see what the news has to say, because you'll say, you know what? I don't want it to rain today. I want the sun to be out all day. So I'm going to put my mind's energy towards focusing on today being sunny and the sun shining. And even if I only get 2 hours of sunshine, thank the universe for granting you to even connect with the elements for that long. You don't have to believe everything the newscast says. They're projecting their projections on you and your mind, and then we create those realities because we agree with it. We all say, hey man, we want to have tropical weather everywhere. Everybody says this. I mean, I don't know how it happened. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying we can agree to understand, to believe different things, man, different things for ourselves. And if we start unplugging from social media, unplugging from the news, unplugging from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and all the rest of these damn things, and start connecting with our own self just for a little bit. If we had just a weekend, you take a weekend, 1 weekend off a month, you would almost come back to social media. When you do, you would come back being more aware of your connection to the world and to everyone around you. You will be more consciously aware of your energy and how you utilize it even on social media. Even in your day-to-day actions, you'll understand. Even in traffic, I can't wig out on everybody that cuts me off in the lane. I'm more aware now. This person may be trying to rush to the hospital to get to their mother who's dying in the hospital, and I'll kick your ass. You cut me off again. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that that movie Unhinged. It was like, man, it made me aware that there's some crazy ass people out here that you are encountering on day to day, and we think that everybody should only be concerned about my day, my time in traffic. I think I've become more aware now that there are people hurting around me all day long. The person that's taking my order at McDonald's could be having the worst day of their life, and I'm constantly becoming more aware of that. Instead of thinking, what you looking at me? What you got an attitude for? If you don't want to work this job, bitch, leave. Give me my damn food. Like, instead of just being like that, I can be like, man, how are you doing? Are you okay? You don't look too, you know what I'm saying? You don't look too happy. Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's caring, being sensitive to the individual around me, knowing that we're connected. You know what I'm saying? When you're having a bad day and you're serving me food and you're serving me all this energy through the food, I'm eating and consuming that. Food is like, it's funny. Food transfers energy. It's just energy. And if a person who makes food for you hates you, despises you, and you consume that food, what do you think you're consuming? Oh, you're just looking at the food and the energy and the animal. Oh, don't eat the animals. But what about the energy and the intentions behind the person preparing the food? It's more than just, it's far more than just what you're eating. There's energy even in the preparation. That's why some people, you can eat some places and the food do nothing for you. You're like, ugh, it's the blandest food ever. You know what I'm saying? But you're not realizing the person in the kitchen and just miserable at work, don't want to be there. He's overworked, stressed out, got stuff going home, barely making his payments of his bills and this, that, and other. But he has to be at work to make ends meet. And he's cooking and preparing your food. That's your energy, with that type of energy, with that type of mindset. His intentions behind the food is not to bless the person that's eating this food, and that this food will be converted into good energy for their body and for their mind, and that they will be healthier as a result of eating this food. Most of this is, get these motherfuckers, I'm so tired of these motherfuckers come up here asking for double cheeseburgers every damn day with extra cheese, and you flipping burgers with that kind of energy. What do you think you're consuming then? You know what I'm saying? Most of the people at these fast food joints are angry. Don't get me wrong. Chick-fil-A is the exception to this. I don't know if they give these people a damn, each one of y'all come and take a mushroom before you start work, because these niggas be on something else. They be on some, hello, thank you for coming to Chick-fil-A. Like, y'all only getting $16 an hour, right? Well, damn, why are you so happy of it? I mean, why are you happier than me? I'm making 22, but you seem just delighted to be working for Chick-fil-A, man. What is going on here? But they're the exception. Most places I go to nowadays, man, it's like, wow, how great you guys have fallen when it comes to customer service. You know, I'm being honest, man. Since COVID, the customer service experience around a lot of places has just been terrible. But understandably, why? You know, so I mean, people watch loved ones fall prey to COVID, and not only to the virus, but then to the vaccines. And it's like some people have gone through hell, you know what I'm saying, trying to find jobs. You know, at one point it was making that stuff mandatory and trying to find jobs and all this other kind of stuff. It was crazy for a long time. And now a lot of people are just over it. They're just like, you know what I'm saying, when you put so much strain and stress on somebody, you know, so many distractions, so many, this is overload. And some of these people are just like drained. You see it on them. And that's when you get people ready to snap. And I almost, like I said in my previous video, for the attacks that are being mounted against us and the plans that are going right now in preparation, already being fulfilled right now, they're planning to distract the masses. All of us. Those who are in the sea already swirled with the bullshit right now, caught up in the swirl. If you don't get out, if you don't recover yourself, if you don't reach out for help and allow yourself to be pulled back onto the safety of the boat of salvation, salvation is saving yourself from that damn sea of deception. If you don't do that, you're going to be swept away, done away with. Unfortunately, when this next attack comes, you're already lost in the sauce. Hey, my dog's over here dreaming again. She's huffing and puffing in her dream. She's running full speed, I guess. But hey man, I just hope you guys, you know, it's just been on me. I know sometimes my videos, you can tell my energy is different. I'm a real man. I don't come on here pretending some days. Yes, hi, I'm so good to see you guys. I'm chipper. No, I'm honest. Like, hey man, some days I'm just like, what up, y'all? Some days I just got the energy level, I'm up on 10, but today I'm just like, you know, chilling. You know, but it don't mean I'm defeated at all. I'm just relaxed. But I hope you guys are staying immersed in positivity. It matters. And the positivity is a lot in the food too. Like I said, food has energy. And when you're eating stuff like tends to have an energy that can bring your vibration lower, you know. But when you're eating stuff like fresh veggies and fruit, your energy is higher. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, and it's like we sabotage ourselves with the bad vibes, man. We're eating foods that just low vibration. You could be feeling great, and then after you eat the food, low vibration. Like you don't realize that, and then we're going to sleep because we just are vibrating so low as a result of some of the stuff we consume, because it has a negative low vibration, because nothing is alive in it at all. Nothing is living. Nothing is feeding ourselves with live energy. It's just making us go lower. And when you start understanding and becoming more aware of your own energy levels as they go up and down throughout the day, start notating what is causing that. Like, man, I just left this conversation talking to my friend, but all of a sudden I feel heavy. I feel like I just want to go home and go to sleep. Something just drains you of your energy. Some situation, you could be visiting your parents, and after you leave, you just feel so drained of your energy. You know, you got to become aware of these vampires and these situations that drain us and zap of our energy, but also be aware of the things that help give you energy. Be aware of the times when you ate food, even though it tasted great in your mouth and to your senses. You're like, this is some great macaroni and cheese and stuffing and grits and all that kind of good stuff. But then afterwards, I see my energy levels go low, and I'm in the bed. I'm just knocked out because my body is in overload, trying to break down all the bullshit and the gunk and the skunk that you put inside of me. Now I got to try to make sense of what can we use for energy for him, and what can we just put right down in them intestines to shit out, because we can't use none of this. This is all bullshit. None of this is feeding us life. It's just all feeding cancerous bullshit and gunk to our intestinal tract and to our cells. I don't know why I'm going there, but I'm just saying, when you have low vibrations, you attract and you're attracted to low vibrational shit. And it's hard to talk to people and say, hey man, don't get so easily distracted. Why are you watching Girls Gone Wild? Why are you watching Bad Girls of this? Why are you watching people fighting on social media? Why are you watching people going back and forth, cheating and sexing? And why are you on Pornhub? It's like low vibrational stuff that you're just attracted to because you're consuming low vibrational foods. You got low vibrational people around you. You're in a low vibrational area. You're and then you wonder why everything around us that is negative, because it's all low vibrations. When you look at the chart, the consciousness chart, and when you see what all the low vibration emotions are that are associated with the low vibrations, you'll see. So when somebody say you have negative low vibration, you'll see all the things. Yeah, you're depressed, you're sad, you're this, that, and other, you're angry, you want revenge, all those things. That's low vibrational, man. And like I said, some of these foods act as catalysts. They act as the conduit for these low vibrational frequencies to flow into our lives. Like you consume the food, and the food acts as a doorway, and then the demon of depression can come right in because you just ate a food that opened up a doorway to I'm telling you, it almost seems weird like that, but it does, man. That's why it's important to start eating foods that have life in them already. You know? You want to feel alive? Then don't eat anything dead. You want to feel alive in your body after having a meal? Then don't eat dead chicken. Don't eat dead cow. If I want to feel alive, I need to eat a live apple and a live salad. It's still living. It still has life in it. If I want to feed myself life, I need to eat something that's alive. If I'm eating dead bird and dead pig and dead cow and dead shrimp and all, hey man, it's just simple. It's very simple. So as you can tell from my energy, I just got done eating some Papa John's, and my energy is not the highest it ought to be, but I don't have to feel defeated. I understand how to adjust things. That's the thing when you can become aware of your energy. You know what I'm saying? You're aware, you make changes, you make adjustments, you keep moving. You make changes, you make adjustments, you may fall, you may slip, you may win some, you lose some. But the more older we get, the wiser we get. Our appetite for things in life and for the foods we eat change. I don't still walk around wanting now and laters as in the grown man. I mean, perhaps if I, got a little funky mouth and you want something, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, let me get a piece of candy right quick so I can, try to get home and brush my mouth, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no gum on me. Let me get it now later. Even though I'm a grown-ass man, I don't walk around chewing a now later at all. But when I was a kid, I had a pocket full of them. You know what I'm saying? But my appetite has changed with age as I matured. And I think the same thing is true of us. We shouldn't want the same things, We shouldn't have a desire to be attracted to the same things as we grow and develop in our spirituality. So the distractions, we need to become more and more aware of these distractions as the older we get, as we mature. We should easily be able to say, that's not good for me. That's not healthy for me to be able to watch this if I want to grow. If I want life in me, I need to quit watching stupid shit that's talking about death, killing people, blood splattering everywhere, guts hanging out, and we just consuming this stuff and then wondering why blood and guts and all this gruesome shit is just happening in our lives. You know, I seen little Tony Motor the other day, man. He had his body out in the street and everything. Like, yes, that's your reality because you keep feeding that stuff to you every day. That's the reality that you're painting in your mind. You know, it's weird. And I was talking to my cousin the other day. I know this video is over 30 minutes, but I was talking to my cousin and I was like, I can understand the frustration of an individual like Nikola Tesla now. Like, could you imagine Nikola Tesla speaking to somebody and about an idea, an invention in his mind that he clearly sees all the parts working together, all the screws just fitting together, where the transistors and the capacitors need to go for this to function and this the energy to flow this way. Clearly can see the whole image in his mind, but speaking to somebody who doesn't even understand electricity and trying to explain to them how a capacitor works and it's like they're like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. And sometimes we have to understand when speaking to people about spirituality and the things of, you know, metaphysics and all other kind of stuff like that, that you don't want to talk so far with people's head that it becomes like the simplicity of listening to your own self and not being distracted becomes a thing of rocket science. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to get these certain crystals, you need these certain incense, you need these certain candles, you need these, you need these jewels, you need that and this, another, these tarot cards. And I'm like, bro, no. Those things are only tools to help you get back in tune with you. But at the end of the day, all those things don't equate or equal the same thing as getting in tune with yourself. They're great aids. They're great, but you got to understand the game. People are really gaming a lot of us with these things now, and it's just a huge wave of deception and a huge wave. Usually, when it comes to deceptions, man, I'm telling you, this is the easiest way to find a deception. I'll see that. You want to see something that got a quick little gimmick and I just got a couple of dollars sitting on the table, and it's just so funny. But follow the money. That's how you do it. Something that's really gimmicky, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you got everything, every store on freaking Amazon, every store on Instagram now talking about crystals and this and another. And you got people from, man, bro, you ain't even on this. You ain't even got nothing dealing with spirituality on none of your stuff, but now all of a sudden you selling crystals, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't get swept away, you guys. Don't get swept away. You know, some of us spend all this money on crystals and on jewelry and trinkets and amulets and all this other kind of stuff just to look the part. Being swept away. And are no more closer to understanding true spirituality and true alignment with yourself and than you were if you know 10 years before you ever found out anything about crystals. You're no more closer to it. It's just another gimmick to you. It's just another thing, another fad, you know. And we need to come on and awaken from that stuff, man. Get on up out of this sea of swirling bullshit and start thinking for ourselves. And the easiest way to do that is turn off the distractions for a little bit. It will almost feel strange. Like I said, you'll feel like moments of withdrawal. Like I just gotta get on Facebook. I just gotta see what I gotta know. I gotta know what everybody else is doing. I gotta know what the newest fad is. I gotta know what the newest trend is. I gotta know. Why? Cardi B don't give a damn about you and what you going through in your day to day. Omarion, all these niggas from this last recent, they don't give a damn about what you going through from your day to day. They may pretend they do when they see you, just so you feel appreciated as a fanatic of theirs. but a fan addict, but of theirs. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, they don't give a damn about you. So why should you care about what they doing? Why should you give a damn if Will Smith smacked Chris Rock? What the fuck? Why should you care? Is he part of your family? Is he your uncle? No, man, he smacked my Uncle Chris, nigga. No, nigga. And what you gonna do about it? What can you do about it? Jethro? Jesse? You at home, nigga, sitting on the porch, working your 9 to 5. You can't go to Will Smith property and, man, you can slap my Uncle Chris, nigga. If you can't do nothing about it, let that shit fly. It's a distraction, bro. It's distraction. 35, almost 36 minutes in, and I said all that to say, you guys, that the reason I say don't get distracted is because there's so much beauty on the other side of that distraction. If you focus on yourself and turn your back to the things that are trying to pull your attention away from your own self, and not only your own self, when you look inside, you'll see you're connected to everything else, everyone else. But it's this inorganic, alien force. When I say alien, I say alien because it doesn't care about the people or the land or the sea or the air. It doesn't care about it. It's trying to program us, and at the same time it's ruining our land, ruining our air, ruining our seas, ruining the foods, which in turn is destroying us. And we can't see that we have an occupying force that is really trying to keep us programmed, keep us distracted from our own self, keep us distracted from our connectivity to everything and everyone, and at the same time destroying our land, destroying our water, seas, air, all of it, and then destroying us ultimately. An occupying alien force. I say alien because why would a bear go light the forest on fire? Why would a fish go pour oil in the water and destroy itself along with its inhabitants? We don't want to destroy our own land. We come from this land. Anyway, find your peace, hold on to it, let the distraction fly, and you'll see your reality continue to change. When you're trying to focus on yourself, distractions will come, but let that shit fade and ride that shit. Be able to ride it like I'm telling you, like a surfer. Distractions come like waves. Don't get caught in it. Don't fall off and be drowning in the waves and shit. Get back up on your board and get to riding that shit. Get your peace back. All right, y'all. It's your boy, Big Kev. Peace.